It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here with another great new product that I discovered because I got an email from Green People. So thanks, Green People, for sending that to me, plug out to you. So this is a product called the Vegg for a vegan egg yolk. And before I begin, I also wanted to say thank you to my grandmother. She should rest in peace. She's no longer with us in this world. She was a designer and pattern maker, and she made this beautiful apron. So thank you, Babi Charna, and may she rest in peace. So back to this wonderful product. So since I found it on there, I sent an email directly out to Rocky. So thank you, Rocky, for providing me with the sample and also this great cookbook, and I'm going to talk about that. So the Vegg it's called Egg-Free Cooked Uncaged. And just to tell you a little bit more about it, it is plant-based, it is cholesterol-free, it is high in vitamin B12, and for people that are vegan like myself, that's very important. It's high in vitamin A, it's gluten-free, it's soy-free, it's kosher, it's fat-free, and it's GMO-free, so that to me is awesome. Now, if you want it to look actually like a real egg, quote-unquote, then you would need some calcium chloride beads. In the book, this wonderful book, the Vegg cookbook, talks about that. So I don't have the calcium chloride bead, so I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to be making something more like a creamy sauce to put on vegetables like a crudité, or even you could put it on crackers, flax crackers. So this is a wonderful cookbook, and it has everything from quiche to desserts like, let's see, they have desserts. What are their desserts they have here? Banana cookies, date nut bread. So instead of using eggs, you use this egg-free yolk. It also has a wonderful picture here, if I can find it, of hard-boiled eggs, which is pretty cool that you can do it with. Here we go, hard-boiled eggs. So that's pretty cool. You can see that. So, so Rocky sent me a package, a sample package, and this makes up to 40 yolks, but we're actually going to be doing just a small amount just to show you. And just so you know, this cannot be mixed by hand. It will not have the same consistency. So for what I'm going to use it for, I'll be using it to make 2 to 3 yolks. So I'm going to be blending 1 teaspoon of the powder with a 1/4 cup water in a mini blender. So I have this mini blender here, which is really awesome. It's from a company called TriBest, and they sell that online, and I'll include a link to their site. And what they have is called a mason jar attachment, and I spoke about this in another video. So I'm able to use glass instead of plastic, which I really love, and it has a special added attachment, this piece here, that's BPA free. So that just goes right onto there and goes right into the blender. So what we're going to do, we're in our little jar here, we're going to be putting 1 teaspoon of our Vegg into the container, and you see it has a yellow color, and it's mostly nutritional yeast is what the main ingredient is. And then we're going to add to that our water, and the water I have here is in my Lagoena bottle. If you remember, I have an actual video on talking about this bottle, and it actually energizes and revitalizes the water. It does not purify it, so you need to have purified water. So we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water to this. And once we add the water, you'll see it actually makes the color kind of get really, really yellow. Can you see that? How much more yellow we got now? So what we're going to do is put our attachment on here, and then we're going to blend it. And it does smell kind of eggy too. So what we're going to do is we put our container upside down, so it already is getting stuck to the bottom. So what we want to do is probably mix that up a little. Probably should mix it up before we blend it, because this is a larger container and it might get stuck in the bottom. So we're going to just gently hand mix it at first, since this was a larger container that I used. So if you're doing just a small amount, it's probably better to use a smaller container. So we're just going to mix that up in there. Okay, and they say for about 15 seconds, so I'm not sure if that was 15 seconds or not, because I didn't actually count. So let's see what we have here, our consistency here. Oh, it's nice and thick, kind of syrupy. So what we're going to do with this now is we're going to add some other ingredients. So I made quite a small amount, but it is creamy and eggy. beautiful color, if you can see from the bottom of this bowl that I put it in. So we're going to be making like a really interesting sauce. We're going to be adding some dulse powder, and I will have a link for this as well. This is from Bernard Jensen. I'm going to add just a little, maybe a teaspoon. Just give it a little more salty flavor. It already has salt in it. And then we're going to be adding a little bit of lemon, just to give it a little acid. And then we're going to be adding from Foods Alive, which I already did a video, we're going to be adding some black sesame protein powder. And I love the black sesame. We're going to be probably adding just maybe a teaspoon or two. It's going to change the color a little bit. But this is a really nice protein powder. I like this of all of them because it has a little bit of a crunch to it. It's very unusual. So what I'm just going to do is just going to mix this up. And then I have some vegetables already cut up. So this creates kind of like an orange, mix of orange and black consistency. And if you don't want to use the black sesame protein powder, then that's okay, because it does change the color of the yolk. And we still have a little bit more in this container, so we're going to take it out and put it into our little sauce here. And actually we still have some in here, so we're going to take the rest out of here as well, because we don't want to waste it. It looks awesome. The color is so rich and so thick. It's really, Rocky came up with a great product here. So I'm just mixing this up, and as you can see, it has a mixture consistency. So I'm just going to put some on the vegetables I have here. I have some cut up zucchini and some cut up tomato and also some celery. So I'm just going to place some on here, and then I will show you. And you can actually use this as a dip. You could put it in the center of the dish that I have here. But I'm just going to put it on, and I will show you in just a moment to display it for you. And we're going to put some on the celery as well. Here's our celery. We'll just put a little on there. So, you know, food, some people don't like just plain food. You're serving this at a party as a dip. You know, you could have it as a dip. So I'm just going to be putting a little bit more on the celery just for you to see. You don't have to put it on all of them, just for a few of them. And if it drips over in your plate, that's okay. You can always eat that as well. So, show you what that looks like in just a second. So if you're looking to find out more about this product, I will have a link to the company's site as well. You can purchase it from them online, and I'm sure there's many places that you can buy this product, but it's a very unique product, and I've never seen it. I think it's been out a while, but I have never heard about it before, so it's a first for me. So I will now show you this what I've done here on my plate, my cut up vegetables. I'll show you what I did here as soon as I rinse my hands. Okay, so let me show you as I move away from the video. Forgot my napkins, so let me show you what I've done here. So I've put some, see how pretty that looks on the plate? It makes it really nice. So that's something that you can do. You can make it into a dip, or you can put it on, you can have it thicker. So if you want it thicker and you don't want it to have that black color, you can always do it without the black sesame seeds, or you can try this other, you can even grind flax seeds in it, or I also have hemp protein powder, and also have chia seed powder, so you can try different things. The chia seed powder will make it thicker, and again, the color will change. It won't be that really bright yellow color, but it's just another way to use the product. It's simple, and you can make it so quick. So if you wanted like a quick sauce, even to put on your pasta, for me it would be have to be vegan pasta, so what that means would be zucchini, grated zucchini or spiralized zucchini. You know, for me that's something good. Or if you wanted to add it to baked goods, if you're making bread or you're making cookies, you know, it gives it a nicer, thicker consistency. So that's it for the Vegg. Again, great product, and looking forward to you trying this out, and check them out online. This is the Rawesome Vegan Gal. Thanks for watching.